Christopher Henry Gayle was born on September 21, 1979, in Kingston, Jamaica. He grew up in a modest household. His father was a policeman, and his mother sold goods on the streets to support the family. Life in Kingston was tough. Money was always tight, and opportunities were scarce. But one thing shone brightly in young Chris's world: cricket. He found his safe haven at Lucas Cricket Club, a local institution that became the launch pad for his dreams. Gayle would later say that if it wasn't for that club, he might have ended up on the streets. From the very start, Gayle's approach to the game was unique. He didn't love the idea of running endlessly between wickets. He preferred to send the ball out of the park. Even as a boy, his powerful swing and towering sixes became the talk of the neighborhood. By his late teens, his raw talent was undeniable. In 1998, he represented the West Indies at the Under-19 World Cup. A year later, in 1999, he made his one-day international debut, and just months after that, he was handed his Test cap at the age of 20. His early Test career wasn't explosive, but there were flashes of brilliance. In July 2001, Gayle announced himself on the big stage with a majestic 175 against Zimbabwe in Bulawayo. This was the innings that told the cricketing world that a new kind of batsman had arrived, one who could dismantle bowlers with raw power. Over the years, Gayle's presence in the West Indies team became larger than life. In Tests, he played 103 matches, scoring over 7,200 runs at an average of more than 42. He was one of the few cricketers to score triple centuries in Test cricket: 317 against South Africa in 2005 and 333 against Sri Lanka in 2010. His calm batting stance, combined with an explosive follow-through, made him one of the most feared openers in the world. In one-day internationals, Gayle's record was equally impressive. In 301 matches, he scored more than 10,000 runs, including 25 centuries. His most iconic ODI innings came in the 2015 Cricket World Cup, when he smashed 215 runs against Zimbabwe, the first double century ever scored in a World Cup match. That day, he also shared a record-breaking 372-run partnership with Marlon Samuels, a feat that still stands unmatched. In T20 internationals, Gayle redefined the art of power hitting. He was the first man to score a century in T20 cricket at the international level, and his strike rate and boundary hitting ability set him apart from his peers. Across all formats, Gayle scored 42 international centuries, 15 in Tests, 25 in ODIs, and 2 in T20Is, but it was in franchise cricket that Gayle became a global superstar. In the Indian Premier League, playing for Royal Challengers Bangalore, he scored nearly 5,000 runs at a strike rate close to 150. In 2013, he played one of the most outrageous innings in cricket history: 175 not out off just 66 balls against Pune Warriors India. That knock included the fastest century ever in T20 cricket, reached in just 30 balls, and the most sixes in a single T20 innings. Gayle's performances in the IPL, as well as in leagues in Australia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and the Caribbean, made him one of the most sought-after T20 players in the world. Beyond the records, Gayle became known for his personality. He was dubbed the Universe Boss for his supreme confidence and larger-than-life persona. Off the field, he lived lavishly, partying with celebrities, wearing bold fashion choices, and sharing glimpses of his lifestyle on social media. He even built a strip club inside his home, a detail he famously joked about in interviews. His ventures extended beyond cricket. Gayle opened the triple century 333 sports bar in Jamaica, invested in real estate, and signed numerous brand endorsement deals. He also tried his hand at music, releasing a reggae and dancehall album that reached the top spot on the iTunes reggae charts in the US. Philanthropy was also a part of his journey. In 2015, he launched the Chris Gayle Academy in Jamaica and the UK, designed to give disadvantaged youth access to cricket training, mentorship, and education. For many young players, Gayle became not just a cricket hero but a symbol of hope. Of course, Gayle's career wasn't without controversy. He faced criticism for flirtatious on-air remarks to female reporters, most famously during a Big Bash League interview in Australia, which led to fines and backlash. In another instance, he sued an Australian media outlet for defamation over false allegations and won the case, receiving substantial damages. Despite the off-field incidents, Gayle remained one of the most loved figures in the game. In 2020, he was named in the ICC T20I Team of the Decade, a recognition of his unmatched contribution to the shortest format. Gayle's international career slowed after the 2019 World Cup. Although he initially planned to retire, he decided to continue for a while longer, playing his 301st and final ODI against India in August 2019. He played his last T20 international in November 2021 against Australia, but has never formally announced his retirement, leaving the door open for more appearances if the opportunity arises. Today, Chris Gayle stands as one of cricket's greatest entertainers. With over 19,000 international runs, more than 1,000 sixes in T20 cricket, and countless match-winning performances, his legacy is secure. But beyond the statistics, he brought joy, swagger, and a sense of fun to the game that few have ever matched. For fans around the world, the sight of Gayle at the crease, bat raised, smile wide, and eyes locked on the boundary will always be one of cricket's most thrilling images. The boy from Kingston, who once dreamed of clearing the boundaries, became the universe boss, a man who conquered the cricketing world and lived life entirely on his own terms. His story is proof that talent, confidence, and a fearless attitude can turn a dream into a legend.